brought up the fact that there are other states that are copying what has now been passed. You know, California law often becomes national models that other states seek to emulate and pass in their own state legislature. Are there any examples of equality legislation passed in California that are becoming models for other states outside of the curriculum?
Well, I think there's a bunch. I'm gonna ask Susan to help me on this, but I think in the transgender foster youth bill is the first in the nation. I really hope it's not the last. I expect it won't be the last. It's really important that these young people who are wards of the state, our collective responsibility, we are their keeper, get the full, fair access to healthcare that sets them up for a lifetime of hopefully success. We weren't the first, but we're one of the first to modernize our HIV laws. I did that bill with Senator Scott Wiener. It was a difficult bill, but we passed it, again, based off of relationships. Again, that was not necessarily one that Democrats were of a single mind on. But it's really important to help reduce transmission rates to modernize these laws so that it's not something that stigmatizes testing. Those are two that come to mind right away. Susan, there are probably a few others.
I think those are some of the, I think the HIV decriminalization, single-use bathrooms, and a lot we've done around the transgender, binary genders now you can do on your driver's license. It's easier to change your birth certificate if you want to. We've made a lot of things a lot easier. Gay panic, you can't use that as a defense anymore. I think that's, again, something, trans panic, you can't use that as a defense.
Looking back, there were a number of policies that began in California. I think West Hollywood was the first city to enact a domestic partner registration when they became a city in 1984. We created in West Hollywood the first transgender rights ordinance and the very first transgender advisory panel, the first government body that was appointed to represent interests of the transgender community. But also in LA County, we've adopted a model ordinance dealing with issues of lewd conduct, as well as transgender enforcement issues for the LAPD. These are things that can be done at the local level, particularly when you have a progressive constituency, and they've been emulated throughout jurisdictions, first throughout California, and we are seeing them adopted nationwide.